Hello and welcome to Tutorialspoint. Today in mobile marketing, we'll discuss about the mobile platforms. What are the platforms that are associated with the mobile phone, the smartphone, the operating systems, other platforms that are associated with the mobile phones. Now, what are basically the operating systems that are available with us? One is called the Android operating system, the second is called the Windows operating system, the third is called the Apple iOS, then fourth is the BlackBerry operating system. Now, what are basically the operating system? The operating system is inbuilt software that is actually integrated in a smartphone that actually manages the entire resources of a mobile phone or a smartphone. Now, each of these phones have got their own operating systems. Android is an open source operating system owned by Google, and it runs on multiple smartphones, multiple devices, and it is actually an open source. Whereas Windows operating system from the Microsoft, the Apple iOS, which is actually an iPhone operating system, then BlackBerry operating system, these are basically the proprietary operating system of these three companies: Windows, Microsoft, Apple iOS, iPhones, then the BlackBerry. They are basically called as a proprietary software. They run only on their own particular devices. An iPhone, and Apple iOS, then we have got the Windows operating system for only works on the Windows phones, then we have got the BlackBerry operating system, and these are basically called as the native operating systems, whereas Android operating system is called as an open source operating system, and these are basically the operating systems that are associated with the smartphones. Then we have got the native apps. Let us try to understand what basically are native apps. A native app is exclusively designed to run on a specific device in a native app. A native app basically is an application, a mobile application that is actually designed exclusively to run on one particular native device, and that is precisely what native apps are all about. Let us say, for example, if I built an application, a mobile application which is actually centered around, which is basically exclusively for iPhones, that particular app will run clearly and easily in a better way only on the iPhones, and it will not run on any other devices such as the Android operating system or a BlackBerry operating system or a Windows operating system. iPhones, MS Windows and BlackBerry, these are basically the native apps. If you built a mobile application to run on an iPhone, if you built a mobile application to run on Windows or a BlackBerry, they run only on those devices, on those operating systems. They are platform dependent. These applications that you build, the mobile apps, they are platform dependent. It means application that is built on iPhone is iPhone dependent. Similarly, Windows and BlackBerry, these are called as native apps. Then we have got the hybrid apps. Hybrids are in sharp contrast to the native apps. A hybrid app is combination of a native app and HTML5. An app basically built within HTML5 and a JavaScript wrapped in a native container to work on native platforms as well. This is a bit different to the native apps. Now, what hybrid app will do is, it is basically built using HTML5 and JavaScript, but it is wrapped in a thin container, and that container basically is associated with the native apps, and they can also run on the native apps. This is a combination of both the open source and the native apps. A hybrid app that is built, that will run on Android and that will also run on a iPhone, a BlackBerry or a Windows, is basically what is called as an hybrid app. Hybrid apps are popular for it rewards the best of both the worlds. Now, if you want to build a mobile app where you have multiple users, hundreds of thousands of millions of users, some are using Android, some are using iPhone, some are BlackBerry, and some of them are on Windows, Microsoft Windows. But if you want to actually provide an app where multiple users using multiple devices, multiple operating systems should be able to access your mobile app, it is always preferable to go with the hybrid app as it offers the best of both the worlds. In conclusion, what we have seen in this video is a mobile operating systems, a native app and the hybrid app. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again.